Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in one of the dumbest tier 10s in the game, G-Sor the Tank. This vehicle really blurs the lines between a medium and a heavy. It features decent armor, especially when using its gun depression, but the armor's really not the strength. The strength is that it has 12 degrees of gun depression, 3,260 DPM, and Hesh, which does 400 damage per shot with 108 mils of pen. When you pair that with the fact it also has a reverse speed of 20 and a decent top speed of 40, yeah, there's not really many negatives about this vehicle. I mean, there's definitely downsides. I'm not going to sit here and say that everything about this tank is insane. Its damage per shot is only 320. Its armor isn't great, but it doesn't really matter when you can get it on a ridgeline and you can defeat enemies by using your gun depression. So we're going to put that to the test and see exactly what we can do. This first game up against us, we have an E5, E100, a 2 and 5B, and a Rinocerante. Okay. Well, I'm going to make my way to the mid-hill because that's the best position to work a vehicle like this. I'm hoping that we don't lose medium flank because that's really the important thing here, but I guess we'll find out, right? I'm going to go over towards this hill. It's not as effective as the other hill, but I don't really have a choice because my team is all going to this flank of the map. We have the enemy Mirat. My shell did not want to pen him. We're just going to push up a little bit more. I saw that structure get broken, so there's very clearly a tank there, but nothing that I can see. There you go. First penning shell of the game into the enemy Mirat. Okay, well that's not too bad. We have the 100 in front of me. And this is where having 12 degrees of gun depression and really good DPM combined are pretty nasty. I mean, we're just going to rip this E100 a new hole. What's he going to do to me? That's 3 shells. However, we do have that 2 and 5B, and he's not giving me a lot of freedom here. All right, let's aim it on that E100 again. Dang, that shell did not like me at all. Alright, well, that's fine. We have another shell already. Boom, there you go. Another 280. That E100 has already lost a substantial amount of health with me. There's another 270. That puts me up to 1,600 damage. We reload again, and boom, there you go. Another 250. And, like, sure, my DPM is definitely a lot less when I'm firing my premium shells into his vehicle, but still, we're ripping out damage a lot right now. We get another shell into that E5 at distance. That 2 and 5B still focusing me. Didn't know I was that big of a threat, my guy. I mean, I guess I am a threat, but it is pretty funny how hard that 2 and 5B is trying to focus me right now. Either way, we've done pretty good. The enemy Mirat is not super healthy. The 2 and 5B, while being a rather substantial threat, is not one that I'm super duper scared of in this exact moment. We got 1 shell into the rear of that E5, didn't pen. Let's try another. There you go. That's better. 392. As I mentioned, this thing features very, very good damage output with the high explosive, so generally, you don't have to worry too much in that regard. Nice 347 into you. However, the Mirat hits me. And, of course, the grill hits me for 725. Of course, game. Wow, that sucks. That is such an incredibly high roll for a grill. 580 alpha, 725. What a joke. Alright, well, honestly, we're not going to win this game. I mean, my E5's in a horrible spot. My 183, I don't think he's done anything the whole game, and that puts us in a really awkward position. I'm going to try and flank over here, but I really just don't see what I'm going to be able to do. I mean, the grill bounces me, which is quite nice, I will say. We get a second shell into the grill, which brings him down to a 2-shot, but I'm still not entirely sure what to do here. Yeah, I mean, the grill goes right through me. That sucks, and the Mirat and everything else is on our flank, and that's it. I did pretty good, to be fair. I can't really complain all too much. We did 4,600 damage, which is a lot, but there's only so much you can do, right? Alright, well, I'm going to move over here, and we'll see what happens. There's the enemy. 2 and 5B. Cuts right through me. So, well, the armor held up fine. We blocked 1,200 damage. It's not really the tank's fault that our team fell apart, but that is the unfortunate reality of World of Tanks Blitz, right? If you have a team that doesn't know what they're doing, you're not going to win many games. So, there you go. 4,500 damage and a loss. I'm assuming that our Kron, our E5, and most of our heavies did pretty dang poor. And it's pretty common sense. They're in hull-down vehicles, and they went down the flattest part of the entire map. All of my hull-down heavies decided to go. And that's why they didn't do much damage. So, oh well. We did top on the team on both games, though. So, like, even for the enemy team, we did almost 1,000 damage more. And even then, you just saw why the G-Soar is so dangerous. That DPM allows you to just farm out everything in front of you. That E100 literally stood no chance against me. The Murat didn't really do much until our team completely fell apart. Even the Grill was losing. That Grill traded with me and lost, what, 1,200 health to shoot me for 600. That really wasn't a good trade on their part. They threw all of their health away. It's just our team fell apart. There's not much you can do there. But you also saw where having high explosive is very nice on this thing. The ability to cut through the sides, rear of a lot of heavily armored vehicles it's quite nice. So here we are on mines, and we have a Yo and a Samwa in terms of heavies. Now we can actually penetrate both the Yo and Samwa in the lower plate if we get it exposed, which means that we can deal 400 damage every 5.9 seconds. But they do have a lot of dangerous tank destroyers, so that's also something that we'll have to keep in mind. I'm going to make my way towards the heavy position first, and we will play it by ear. So let's speed on up. Got an IS-8, we've got a 116, okay. Well, we can see the enemy Caro, and are they actually going to go for it? I think they are. We're going to... Thanks, 4005, I really appreciate it. Well, we got rammed by our 4005, which screwed us out of that shell. Thankfully, we hit that one, and Rheinmetall takes that player out of the game, but it's still pretty irritating, you know, getting your shot screwed over because your teammate drives into you. I really want to go up this hill, but it's not going to be worth it right now. We have the 116, and we have all these players over here, and I'm going to go for it. Screw it. I don't care. I really don't. Did I bleed 1,000 health to get up the hill? Yes, I did, but we got up the hill, and now the enemy's going to be in a real awkward position. They're going to have a hard time... Okay. Unless my gun decides to not pen the gonk, fully exposed in the open. Let's try that again. Wow. Okay. Well, sometimes it doesn't matter how good you are, or how much you aim, or anything. If the game wants to screw you over, you're going to get screwed over. So, let's see what this enemy KPZ is doing. Right now, a whole lot of nothing. Gonk is getting bled, and we get a nice shell into the KPZ once. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, the enemy heavies didn't actually go this way, so stopped me from dealing any damage. However, we've still done our job, and that was pushing the enemy off the hill. That's all we needed to do, because at this point, they're screwed, right? What are they going to do? They don't have control of the hill anymore. Now, we do know that the enemy Kampfpanzer is probably going to push up. It's kind of annoying that our T-54 ran away, because I could have shot the Kampfpanzer, but I can't do anything when that player is going to outspot me. Okay. We have the grill. Really? Track him, but I don't pen him. That sucks. Okay. I don't hate mines, but it's definitely not enjoyable when you get a game like this and you can't really do anything, you know? I'm just sitting here. I can't make any plays because the entire enemy team is just sitting in the back, so it's pretty unenjoyable. We have the enemy Kampfpanzer, which I get a nice shell into, so that's pretty good. We're going to reload, and we're going to aim it on the Kampfpanzer again. There you go. Another nice shot. Pretty bad roll, but pens him, so I'll take it. And let's see, we have the KPZ again. There you go. Wow. Another 200 roll. This tank is 320 alpha. Rolling 200 in every single shot it's pretty horrible. But we're over 2,000 damage, which isn't that bad. And I'm assuming that my T-54 is going to take that player out of the game. So I'm just going to move over here and let my teammate do his thing. We are going to drive down this hill, and we'll see if I can get some damage into the enemy grill. There you go. Nice. Easy shot. This KPZ is still going to focus me. Pretty annoying. I'm just going to back on up. This Rheinmetall is focusing damage over actually doing something, and that's a bad play on his part. Alright, let's see. Is the Kampfpanzer going to poke again? Rheinmetall has kind of thrown his game away at this point. There you go. That player's gone, so I don't need to worry about them anymore. I mean, we didn't do anything great in terms of damage. We're only at 2,400, but we did our job, and that's really all I can say. That player's dead. We have the enemy grill. Took the grill out of the game. We did okay. 2,600 damage, but we did our job. We pushed up the hill, which stopped the enemy team from doing anything. I was kind of hoping that the M6 and the Samwa were going to go to the heavy side, and they just didn't. And when the game only has 2 heavies to begin with, and a bunch of tank destroyers, there's just not enough health to farm. So we did fine. We did our job. I can't really get all too mad. G-Soarer is an incredibly stupid tier 10. It's a vehicle that I average 4,000 damage in, and I have a pretty good win rate as well. I am planning to finish my 3 mark on this tank pretty soon here, but yeah, it's a pretty dumb vehicle. It's a very dumb tank. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to smash that subscribe button. See you all in the next one. Bye-bye.